Beijing is unforgiving. The wind sweeps down from the mountains of the north, biting into your skin like invisible needles. During the day, it is a sprawling, chaotic metropolis. But when midnight strikes and the heavy snow begins to fall, the streets empty out. The city becomes a silent, frozen wasteland. Imagine you are standing alone at a dimly lit bus stop. You are freezing, you are exhausted, you just want to go home. Finally, through the thick fog, you see the headlights of the last bus of the night. You step inside, grateful for the warmth. But what if the passengers sitting around you are not human? What if the bus you just boarded is not heading to the city, but heading directly to the underworld? Tonight we travel back to November 1995 to uncover the most terrifying urban legend in Chinese history, the mystery of the Midnight Bus 375. We will explore a chilling tale of ghostly apparitions, a horrific discovery, and the deep psychological fear of public transportation. Our story begins on the bleak, bitterly cold night of November 14th, 1995. It was a Tuesday. The clock struck midnight at the Yuanmingyuan bus terminal, located in the northwestern suburbs of Beijing. Route 375 was preparing for its final journey of the night. Its destination was Xiangshan, also known as the Fragrant Hills. In the 1990s, this route connected the historic, populated areas to the darker, more isolated, heavily forested outskirts of the city. On board the dimly lit bus, there were only 2 staff members, a tired, middle-aged male driver and a young female ticket conductor. As the bus slowly pulled out of the terminal, it stopped at the very first station to pick up its late-night commuters. 4 commuters boarded the freezing bus. There was a young couple, deeply in love, who quickly moved to the seats near the front, whispering quietly to each other. Then there was an elderly woman, her face weathered by time, wrapped in a thick wool coat. And finally, a quiet, unassuming young man. The old woman sat down on a single seat near the middle of the bus. The young man took a seat a few rows behind her. The heavy doors hissed shut, the engine roared, and the bus drove into the dense, creeping fog. For the first 20 minutes, everything was completely normal. The silence inside the bus was heavy, broken only by the rhythmic rattling of the windows and the howling of the winter wind outside. The world beyond the glass was pitch black. No street lights, no other cars, just the hypnotic, endless snow falling into the beam of the headlights. But as they approached an incredibly remote stretch of road near the summer palace, the headlights illuminated something strange. Standing by the side of the dark, empty road, waving frantically, were 2 shadowy figures. There was no official bus stop there. The driver hesitated. Company policy dictated that he should not stop. But looking at the brutal blizzard outside, his conscience won. He thought, if I leave them here in this freezing weather, they will die. He stepped up the brakes. The bus slid to a halt. The doors opened with a mechanical sigh, letting in a blast of freezing wind. 3 people climbed aboard, not 2, 3. The passengers watched in stunned silence as the new arrivals stumbled down the aisle. 2 tall men were holding up a third man between them, supporting him by his shoulders. The man in the middle looked severely ill, or perhaps unconscious. His head hung completely limp, his hair covering his face, But it was their clothing that sent a chill down the spine of everyone on board. They were not wearing heavy winter coats. They were wearing elaborate, traditional Chinese robes, specifically the dark, formal attire of the ancient Qing Dynasty. Their faces were deathly pale, whiter than the snow outside. Their eyes were hollow, staring blankly ahead, without blinking. They did not speak a single word. They simply dragged the unconscious man to the very back of the bus and sat down in the shadows. A wave of intense fear washed over the original passengers. The young couple stopped whispering. The young man froze in his seat. The female conductor, trying to break the suffocating tension, forced a nervous smile and shouted to the passengers. "Don't be afraid," she said. "They must be actors shooting a historical drama at a nearby film set. They probably got drunk and are using their costumes as a disguise because they forgot their normal clothes." The conductor's logical explanation brought a brief moment of relief to the young couple and the young man. But it did not convince the old woman. The old woman was consumed by a dark, heavy sense of foreboding. Her intuition screamed that something was horribly wrong. She kept turning her head, stealing terrified glances at the three men in the back. And then, a sudden gust of wind blew through a crack in the bus window. The strong breeze caught the bottom of the Qing Dynasty robes of the two men sitting at the back, lifting the fabric just for a second. The old woman's heart stopped. She stopped breathing. Underneath the robes, there was nothing. There were no feet. There were no legs. The three men were floating inches above the floor. Panic is a powerful survival tool. A few stops later, the young couple got off the bus, completely unaware of the nightmare behind them. Now it was just the driver, the conductor, the old woman, the young man, and the three entities in the back. Suddenly, the old woman leaped out of her seat. She lunged forward, grabbed the young man by his collar, and slapped him across the face. "Thief! You thief!" she screamed at the top of her lungs, causing a massive scene. "I saw you steal my wallet. Give it back to me right now!" The young man was completely bewildered and furious. "Are you crazy, old lady? I've been sitting in front of you the entire time. How could I steal your wallet?" he shouted back. Voice. But the old woman refused to let go. She clawed at him, screamed, and aggressively demanded that the driver stop the bus immediately. "Stop the bus. Let us off. I am taking this boy to the nearest police station." Annoyed by the screaming and wanting to get rid of the disruption, the driver slammed on the brakes. He opened the doors, and the old woman practically dragged the furious young man out into the freezing snow. As the taillights of bus 375 disappeared into the dark fog, the young man turned to the old woman, ready to explode with anger. "Where is the police station?" he yelled. The old woman let go of his collar. She fell to her knees in the snow, trembling violently, tears streaming down her face. "There is no police station," she whispered. "I just saved our lives." The boy was confused. "What do you mean? Those three men in the back?" The old woman choked out, her voice filled with pure terror. "When the wind blew their robes, I saw underneath. They had no legs. They were floating. They were ghosts." The blood drained from the young man's face. He realized the incredible psychological strength and brilliant acting of the old woman. She had caused a scene specifically to create a logical excuse to escape without alerting the entities that they had been discovered. The two survivors immediately ran to the real police to report the incident. At first, the authorities dismissed them as crazy, but the very next morning, the bus company reported that Bus 375, along with its driver and conductor, had vanished without a trace. 2 days later, the missing bus was finally found. It was completely submerged at the bottom of the Miyun Reservoir, located nearly 100 kilometers away from Fragrant Hills. First, the bus did not have enough fuel to travel that massive distance. Yet when police inspected the gas tank, it was not empty. It was entirely filled with fresh human blood. Second, inside the bus, divers recovered 3 bodies: the driver, the female conductor, and an unidentified man. But their corpses were severely, unnaturally decomposed. It looked as if they had been dead and rotting for months, not just 48 hours. The true identity of the unidentified man, the bizarre condition of the bodies, and the terrifying entities in Qing Dynasty robes remain one of China's darkest unsolved mysteries. Is the story of the Midnight Bus 375 fact? Or is it a brilliant piece of fiction? Why do massively populated megacities like Beijing, Tokyo, or London produce so many horrifying urban legends about public transportation? The answer lies deep within human psychology. It is a paradox. In a bustling city, public transport is where we are physically closest to strangers. You sit shoulder to shoulder, breathing the same recycled air. Yet, psychologically, it is where we are the most isolated. We avoid eye contact, we hide behind our headphones, we ignore the people around us. This willful ignorance creates a psychological blind spot. It forces us to ask a subconscious question. If I never look at the person sitting next to me, how do I know they are truly human? A late-night bus represents a liminal space, a place of transition between where you were and where you are going. At midnight, these spaces strip away our daily reality. The logic of the daytime world fades, allowing our deepest fears to take the driver's seat. The legend of Bus 375 plays brilliantly on this vulnerability. It teaches us a grim lesson. The monsters are not always hiding under the bed. Sometimes they are sitting quietly in the back row, waiting for the bus doors to close. Before you catch your next ride, let's review the advanced English vocabulary from this legendary mystery. Number 1, commuter, noun, spelled C-O-M-M-U-T-E-R. A commuter is a person who travels a regular distance between their home and their workplace. Example, the late-night commuters on the bus were exhausted and fell asleep quickly. Number 2, disguise, noun, verb, spelled D-I-S-G-U-I-S-E. A disguise is clothing or makeup worn to hide your true identity or blend in. Example, the conductor thought the ancient robes were just a theatrical disguise. Number 3, foreboding, noun, adjective, spelled F-O-R-E-B-O-D-I-N-G. Foreboding is a strong, fearful feeling that something bad or evil is going to happen. Example, the old woman felt a deep sense of foreboding when she saw the 3 pale men. Number 4, reservoir, noun, spelled R-E-S-E-R-V-O-I-R. A reservoir is a large lake, often artificially created, used to store water for a city. Example, the missing bus was eventually discovered at the bottom of a dark reservoir. Now, it is your turn to practice. Your homework for tonight is to use the word foreboding in a sentence. Have you ever walked into a room or a situation and felt a dark sense of foreboding? What did you do? Let me know in the comments below. I will read and reply to your stories. If you enjoyed this journey into urban legends, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Next time you take the late night bus, remember to look at the feet of the person sitting behind you. Good night.